Hello, hello. Welcome back to my stream. It is I, your humble host, Sketchy. And I forgot to change the image source once again. But here it's fixed. We are back with Reverse 1999. We'll be jumping back into the story. We finished chapter 8 last time. And as far as I'm concerned, I think we should be doing chapter 9 now. Or starting the next event. Let me check quickly. Should have checked that before the stream. Right. Okay, correction. I should do the Last Evenings on Earth event right now, after chapter 8. And then chapter 9 happens. Right. Okay, now I see. So, apparently we are starting a new event today. That's fair. From other news, I've noticed that a new banner has dropped. Where is it? Right, this girl from the new event that is currently running. And turns out that she's pretty much a perfect heavy hitter for a poison team. So I know what I'll be doing with my resources for the time being. I'll be trying to pull her to complete my poison team. Because that will be the missing fourth member for it. From what I understand, the whole shtick is forcing poison resolutions on a specific target multiple times per turn without reducing the poison stacks at all. So she effectively bonks the desired enemy with poison over and over time after time without using up the poisons. That will basically melt the bosses. And that will be good. Right. Okay. So, we'll do a pull on this banner. Probably at the end of the stream to see what happens. Maybe I'll get lucky immediately. Who knows? It happened before. It's not impossible.
Рамка может запереть вас внутри, когда вы не смотрите.
Jesus Christ, we are getting bombarded with Russian.
Это мне напоминает волшебный ящик.
Why do I do this to myself? Let's change the character on the main screen, maybe.
Time on the wire will end.
But wait, I need her on the main screen to deepen her bond. Okay, she needs to stay for now. Never mind then.
My body will be too heavy.
Alright, so... Reflections. The Last Evenings on Earth, this one. We can do it now. See the trailer for it.
Seriously? You're doing the artificial storm experiment? Here?
We're doing what now?
You're not about to go swimming with my most treasured record, are you?
You must understand. This record is a vital element of the experiment.
And you need to understand that it's a one-of-a-kind relic of rock and roll!
Oh, don't fret. I've taken that concern into account.
Oh.
What?
That's a lot of copies.
The closest potential location for the experiment appears to be directly on the route of this cruise ship, the Freebreeze.
Wow.
My calculations show that we're veering off course. We're accelerating on a southward trajectory.
These people are fortunate. Born into talent, wealth, and privilege.
Miss Grace, please, show us a new way.
What a coincidence. I so happen to have a similar device myself.
1999? 2005? No. 2007?
There is a pioneer who has crossed the storm.
There's a
Interesting.
language that transcends all barriers. Please, everyone, hold on to each other and follow the music. And you're going to do the experiment alone?
That's the plan. And if I fail, at least you'll have one more umbrella for the others.
That's very intriguing, at least to me. So this is focusing on 3 characters. One is, I think his name was Ulrich, if I remember correctly. This one I don't know at all. And this is Uluru, if I remember correctly, her name is. We haven't met her yet, but I vaguely recall her from banners and whatnot. Right. So, we are starting with the main event, just like previously. Part 1, a message delivered. Gotcha. We live in independence, yet we depend on others to survive. We live in a society. Okay. So somehow this is happening shortly after chapter 8, I'm presuming. Feel like we are missing something in between. I'm not sure what.
When the first proverb appears on the shell, we reach the shores of elsewhere. The island, the upturned palm of Mother Sea.
The once drifting boat now beds itself in the golden sand.
When the second proverb appears on the shell, we kindle the fire, the crackling warmth, the spark of hope.
The joyful people are long blessed as one.
When the third proverb appears on the shell, we accept the sea's gift. The rolling waves, the plentiful fish.
The cool sea breeze cradles us.
When the fourth proverb appears on the shell, we face the test, the salty tears, the longing gaze.
Beyond the sea, I find no home.
Beyond the sea, I find no home.
Okay, so we are starting from the perspective of this islander girl, apparently.
You did well today, Tutu.
Thank you, Kamitsa. I was just playing my part in celebrating the success of the trade season. Nothing special, really.
Okay, so her name is Patutu, so I maybe mistook her for another character through the names. That's completely possible.
But what are we doing here? What could be more important than the celebration? I've never seen you sneak off on a bonfire night before.
Tutu, do you think you and your friends could fix up that old ship? I know you're close with Toa, Solane, and the rest. They always make sure their first Faust go to you. I'm sure they'd be happy to lend you a hand. And the elders like you too. I've heard many of them say they'll leave their spirit shells to you. So you can win their support too, right?
Alright, I didn't change the name of the stream for to reflect that it's not chapter 8 anymore. So 1 second, I'll correct that. Do it like this. Yeah, this should be fine. And let's update it on YouTube as well in the same manner. And Tails. And this should be fine. Good update. Yes. Okay, we are done. Sorry about that. Should have made those changes before the stream, but as always, I'm kind of slow on the updates like that. So excuse me.
Whoa, slow down, Big Chief. Are you saying you want to fix up the quick spear?
Yeah.
But why? We've kept it docked for years.
Maybe one day we'll need to set sail again. To fish or spend some time on another island.
But the merchants already come by every few months to bring us hollow fruits and red snappers. Why would we need to sail?
Kamuta paces back and forth in front of Patutu, the words stuck in his throat. It's interesting that we are following the story of another group of islanders that are basically isolated from the outside world. It's happening the second time now.
Yeah, but what if a storm hits? Are we just going to sit around and let the waves wash away our homes?
We've been through much worse than a few storms.
Are we speaking storms or storms? She raises her head proudly.
Remember when the waves came and took away Malaga? Haloni cried for days over that little pebble castle. And then that strange oil polluted the water all around Ititi, the only place where the water's calm enough to hold a pow-pow race. We haven't held a race since. Then Miti and Vaipuna. But we've made it through, because that's what we do in the face of difficulties, right? We stick together. Besides, we're doing just fine on Melly.
But what if we lose Melly to the waves as well?
He knows something that he's not sharing, that's for sure.
If it comes to that, Tutu, I need you to take everyone and leave. Find somewhere to stay for a while. Can I ask that of you?
So I'm expecting some kind of cataclysm coming to this island in short notice. Patutu's brow furrows.
You've been acting strange, brother. Are you thinking of sneaking off and leaving us?
I'm not going anywhere. I promise.
Neither are the rest of us, brother.
No. You must get ready. Start preparing now.
Kamuta's unusual behavior leads Fatutu to make a bold guess.
Something's been bothering you since last trade season. You've been spending a lot of time at the beach, looking out to the sea. Did a witch put a spell on you?
Don't think that's it.
You better wear some malacca around your neck and carry nip bones and doll sleeves.
No. There's no witch. It's just something Miss Grace told me. It's been bugging me.
Miss Grace? Am I forgetting an NPC again? Because that name rings a bell. Wait, let me remind myself. Right, it's the girl from the Flory to the Golden City. I've seen her briefly, I think. And wasn't she also the girl from the previous event that we did? The one that the bounty hunter girl was looking for? But under a different name? Or am I mixing characters here? Maybe I'm mixing characters here. That may be possible. Okay, never mind then.
Miss Grace? That outsider who calls herself a captain?
He has his most precious treasure in that shell necklace. I mean, his shampoo formula. Yeah, his hair is fabulous. Surprisingly, both the sister and him seems to have incredibly well-maintained hairstyles. Oh, so it is the same girl. Okay. So I am remembering right. With the singing of the Nakutai, the trade festival slowly comes to an end. On the beach, the Nakutai bid farewell to the guests in 2s and 3s, enjoying this rare moment of leisure.
I don't mean to alarm you, Mr. Kamuda.
Right, I do recall seeing her previously, that's for sure. I just cannot precisely place her in the exact point in the event, but I've seen her, that's for sure.
But 3 months from now, Melly will be devoured by a tsunami.
Oh, you don't say. She stands nonchalantly as if discussing something insignificant.
Miss Grace, don't say such nonsense!
One thing's for sure, she's wearing a Manus Vindictae colors on her.
You're welcome as a guest, but that doesn't give you the right to spread fear among my people.
What if I told you that the sinking of Malaga and Baipuna wasn't entirely caused by the tsunami, but there were other factors at play?
She must be a hit at parties. Well, with conversation starters like that, I bet.
It is true that the tsunami sent them into the sea. But long before it struck, foreign military forces had been eyeing the islands for their strategic value.
Is that true, or is she just playing with them?
Those rumbling sounds, they weren't thunder?
Cannons?
They were torpedoes launched by humans.
Close enough. She presents a thick document in her hand.
and I have some unfortunate news regarding them.
Muta grabs the cold, impersonal stack of white paper.
The area is now under martial law. Any development plans for the region should be revised accordingly.
Who is behind that, though?
These coordinates. They cover Nukuteao.
After a brief investigation, they concluded that your home is an unoccupied area suitable for their weapon testing.
Sounds like Americans. They did that a lot in the 60s, I think.
It won't be long before they publish a report on this new test site and receive their rewards for discovering it.
From what I recall from my history lessons, entire islander communities were wiped effectively by nuclear testings.
The veil of nothingness was cast by our ancestors to protect us from the outside world.
Veil of nothingness. Interesting. So another veiled island.
I never thought it would put us at risk.
Right, so that's why the military concluded that the island was uninhabited. Because they are being masked by something.
As chief, I must bring this to the attention of my people. Perhaps it's time we remove the mist. But without it, we'll draw all kinds of attention.
Well, stealth can be a detriment at times. When you are not being noticed by a giant that will trample your ass. Muta clenches the report tightly in his fist.
Miss Grace, may I borrow this document? My people need to see this.
Oh no, his hair got split ends from stress. That happens, my dude.
Be my guest. But you'd better persuade them quickly.
Why's that?
As far as I know, they're looking to expand the test site. It's on their agenda now.
Also, I just noticed that there's this filter on the screen that usually indicates that something is happening in the past or in memories, so I'm guessing that this is someone's recollection of the events?
Right. We'll have to set up a meeting with them to negotiate.
Certainly. I wish you the best of luck persuading those warmongers. And for your safety in the coming tsunami.
Every nonchalant word that leaves her mouth strikes Kamuta with the shocking gravity of the situation.
With all due respect, Miss Grace, not even the Nukutai can predict the movements of the ocean that far in advance. On what basis are you making this forecast?
Because I'm guessing that the quote-unquote tsunami will be caused by explosions of the nuclear variety, if I'm correct.
It's not a forecast, Mr. Kamuta. Call it the wisdom of hindsight.
Ah, okay.
Or perhaps I should put it more clearly. Have you heard of the storm?
Which storm?
Kamutza! Kamutza! Brother! The rain's getting heavier! We must go inside!
Rain blurs Kamuta's vision. He stares into the distance, his eye widening as the frothing waves roar towards the coast. The sea level is rising.
It's the tsunami. It's happening.
Indeed. Like the soil beneath the ever-rising waterline, Kamuta's murmured words are quickly buried. The sea has almost swallowed the whole atoll.
What's going on, Tutu? Kamuta?
That's an incredibly deep voice for a boy. A worried figure hurries over.
No time for questions, Toa. We must bring these baskets to safety.
Tutu is already pushing as many wooden baskets filled with berries and bundled materials as she can up to higher ground. Her hands are sore red, her face stamped with desperate determination.
There's food and clothes in there.
Here, I'll give you a hand.
Another redhead spotted. A tall figure rushes over, grabbing the baskets from the children's hands and tossing them aside.
Chief, what are you doing?
Leave them. There's no time. We must get to the ship. Now!
But did they repair it in time?
Our people still have to live after the flood's over. If we don't bring something, what are we going to eat? Or where? These things won't fall into our laps, you know.
Yes, but counterpoint, if you don't survive, none of those problems will even arrive.
Listen, it's different this time.
Before Kamuta can finish speaking, a few dark shadows dart out from the forest. What is this?
Tutu, watch out!
I'm guessing some creatures. A roar of sharp claws grazes Kamuta's back.
What are all these splinter cats doing here?
Splinter cats, okay. The near-endless surge of critters starts to create an even greater panic.
These aren't just splinter cats. Are those Sarmatian sea snails? And crabs with ghost faces?
I beg your pardon?
I've never seen them all come out together before. What kind of storm is this?
Well, if animals of any kind get scared, they usually just escape in random directions. Things like that happen. In the flashes of lightning, doubt and worry flickers across the Nukutai's face.
They can sense the coming tsunami. Come! We need more hands to drive them off. Understood.
Alright. So we are fighting some random critters.
Very well. Let me try my hand.
I can work with that.
Easy.
No worries.
Crickets and fireworks!
And that's that.
Please, don't resist.
And they are cooked. It's that easy.
No? Puzzlinga?
The fleeing critters surge like the tide, scattering the Nukutai. Many are left wounded.
Go! All of you! Now! Everyone get to the quick spear!
This tsunami, it's the worst I've ever seen. Is it true? Is this the end of Meli?
Meli is the island, I'm presuming.
Tutu! Don't just stand there! Get over here!
From the shadows, a spiny claw swipes at Patutu. Right. What is that? An inky black incantation flashes past her. A familiar face appears at the highest point of the reef. Is she going to interfere?
Miss Grace!
Grace surveys the scene, a gentle smile on her face. Is she going to make this worse somehow?
Seems I'm right on time.
Right on time for what exactly?
You're Miss Grace.
Thank you, Captain Obvious.
You should be more careful out here, dear. People of New Kateo, are you ready to set sail?
The pale shadow gracefully lands beside Fatutu.
Set sail? No, you've got this all wrong, outsider. We're not going anywhere. We New Kateo will not abandon our home.
Are you sure about that? The string of shells around Fatutu's neck heaves along with the defiant breaths in her chest.
Tutu, wait. Maybe Miss Grace knows a better way.
I highly doubt that, considering what we know about Manus Vindictae. She pulls away from Kamuta's hand.
Refuse all you like, miss, but your homeland will be completely submerged before long.
You are not exactly helping yourself with that kind of speech. Her words are light, almost careless, as they toy with the unmoving rock before her.
We appreciate your help, Miss Grace, and we'll make sure to return the favor as best we can. But we don't find your view on the situation all that convincing.
Smart girl.
You don't, do you?
The critters, now bound by Grace's incantation, is pulled before Fatutu.
Take a look at this little creature. One of nature's many remarkable creations. It has a fitting name, too. The Moon-Eyed Fiddler. They hide themselves in the water, covering their traces with the ebb and flow of the tide.
That's a fascinating National Geographic tidbit, but we are kind of busy, aren't we?
They only come ashore when the tide is high, and from there they migrate to quieter waters. To diviners and arcane dealers, they are the living gold of the ocean. But to the people who live near their regular habitats, they are an ill omen. Wherever they appear, floods are sure to follow.
Right, because they are escaping the high tide. Grace takes a few subtle steps towards Fatutu.
This tsunami is only the beginning. Animals migrate and leave their homes behind when conditions become unfavorable. You should do the same. Look around you. Think about your people.
The tide of critters seems to have subsided, but Nukutai still bleed. Fatutu can clearly hear their elaborate sighs.
Tutu, it's okay.
And gasps.
We know you have your reasons.
Fatutu stands frozen, the sand and gravel carried by the seawater washing over her trembling feet. Tears well up in her eyes as the mottled grey of the sky above seems to merge with the crimson ground
Do
below.
we really have to leave?
Grace gently adjusts Fatutu's collar, wiping the rain from her face.
The outside world is indeed full of dangers, but there is less to fear than you think. I'll help you through it.
The tide grows more turbulent, crashing against rocks and shaking the foundations of the Nukutai's home. A series of crashes as cocoon trees fall and earth crumbles and falls into the sea.
There it is, our ship.
Convenient. So what, did she evacuate the whole island population onto a cruise ship?
Today's headlines. A new naval testing site has been established in an unoccupied area of the Eastern Pacific Ocean to facilitate future armament research and development.
Right, unoccupied. Now it is.
South America is facing a significant economic crisis marked by stagnation, inflation, and rising unemployment. The poverty rate in several regions has reached new highs in the last decade.
Yeah, it's probably the past. I'm thinking maybe 60s, 70s. That will be my guess. Because that's when most of the weapon testing took place by the US. In modern times they would not say a thing. Well, that depends. That kind of thing depended on the exact year and the type of the tests that took place. Jesus, we're getting spammers again. Okay, both banned.
The Ocean Conservation Association is calling for greater attention to be paid to the oil spill near the archipelagos, claiming that the relevant organizations have yet to launch a full investigation into the cause of the incident.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. In the past weapon development tests during the Cold War era specifically, many of those tests were being announced to brag about them and scare the Russians. So that's what I'm thinking when I think about the current era right now. It has to be like 60s, probably.
The Free Breeze cruise ship is set to arrive in Sydney Harbour later today. Astrophysicists forecast a solar eclipse this month.
A hand precisely presses the little green button, and a painful wail follows.
Oh, Miss Radio!
Hi, Regulus.
How could you do this to me? Today of all days? Your bloody alarm ruined my precious holiday lying!
I feel you, Regulus. That happens.
My apologies, Miss Regulus. But it wasn't an alarm. It was the daily news broadcast.
Yeah, Regulus was from the UK. She's a British girlie. She's the most aggressively British character in the game, I think. The swatted aside Mrs. Radio seems to have clear signal.
If the morning news isn't quite to your taste, I can offer a variety of alternatives, including programs on literature and music critique, Australian food, and so on.
A hooligan? No, she's not a hooligan. She's a rebel and a pirate. That's a difference. She's more of a punk girl before the punks were a thing.
Oh, no!
Her cry echoes through the room.
Sorry, it seems I've caught you at a bad time.
Okay, I don't recall that girl. She's new, I think. Eza, having just peeked her head through the door, immediately ducks back. A one-sided conflict seems inevitable.
But please be careful, Miss Regulus. I know the LSCC encourages us to examine machines like Ms. Radio, but I don't think a violent disassembly would go down so well.
That's an interesting outfit. IV drips of some description. Some kind of aperture. Maybe she's a researcher of sorts, I'm guessing. Regulus gets to her feet.
Violence? If there's any sort of violence in this room, I'm the one receiving it. Where's my justice?
Well, I'm afraid justice might be slow to come. The Australian branch is going through restructuring at the moment. Things will be put on hold for a while. In the meantime, you've been assigned to a new team, the Storm Research Group.
Fair enough.
What? Me?
Yes, you. What about it?
Yes, Mr. Ulrich's leading it. He made a special request for you to be on the team.
That's
He's
an
looking
interesting
forward to
choice.
meeting you in person.
Why would Ulrich want specifically Regulus on that team? I gotta admit, I like Regulus's spin. I like the whole Regulus's design, honestly. Also, her song is a banger.
What? Just like that? Didn't anyone care to ask me what I wanted to do?
Regulus's puzzled expression soon gives way to a sudden realization.
Wait, why are you telling me this now?
The list of group members and the reasons for their selection have been up on Laplace's website for a week now.
Right, Regulus just didn't pay attention, probably.
And today is its official founding day. You should be there, as a Laplace staff member and an important part of the new team.
I'm not exactly surprised.
Huh? Hold on a minute. As far as I'm concerned, I'm still on Team Timekeeper.
Well, surprise, you can be both, apparently.
And, more importantly, I'm still on my time off.
I've got a feeling that that time off just got cancelled.
Good to see that you actually paid attention in our last group meeting, Regulus.
I don't think she did. The owner of the suitcase, Regulus's savior, the great timekeeper, arrives at the door. That's a lot of titles.
Vertin! Oh, thank God you're here. Go on, tell them I'm still on holiday.
Let me guess, her holiday ended like a few days ago. The fast-droning pirate is hoping for a life preserver.
Sorry to break it to you like this, Regulus, but today's our last day off.
Ah, there we go.
You can't be serious!
Of course I am. Also, Mr. Ulrich has invited us to attend the ceremony in Laplace. Shall I give you a moment to get ready?
That would be prudent, I think.
No!
The sonorous cry of ended vacation. That was a long one, honestly. For part 1, it was incredibly long. Well, there was a lot of setup to it. Alright. What is this? The nameless blank dots on this parchment cry out for annotations. Check the file. Excerpt from a history of arcane ethnicity. Due to the reclusive nature of the Nukutais, our knowledge of this enigmatic people comes only from the sparse accounts of a few trading ships that had contact with them and the legends from neighboring societies. The folklore of coastal civilizations in the South Pacific there are often tales of shell people or hermit crab people. These beings dressed in shells, living in water, are depicted as otherworldly ocean emissaries or guardians. They often offer advice and guidance to the protagonists in these stories or help those lost at sea. With the age of exploration, the veil of these mysterious figures was lifted, and a small island named Nucatel, known for its production of mystical and esoteric crafts, became a topic of intrigue among adventurers in taverns. Consequently, the institution of explorers and trading ships seemed to worry the Nukutais, and records from that period shows they gradually vanished from the pages of history. They employed some form of arcane skill to conceal the island's exact location, ensuring the homeland never appeared on any official map. And that bite them in the ass in the end. Today, with the advancement in maritime technology and increasing global communication, it is only a matter of time before the island of Nukutais is rediscovered. The author can only hope that this inevitable encounter will not bring any undue harm to the Nukutais. You know what they say about hope? Wishing that they can integrate into the global community through the peaceful and friendly exchanges. May the final chapter of this age of exploration conclude with harmony. Yeah, about that, mate. Didn't work out, did it? Okay, so part 2. Free breeze. So we are in Sydney, Australia.
Captain, we seem to have deviated from our route to Laplace.
The road to the LSCC is ever fraught with obstacles.
A great pirate, Mr. Apple, doesn't simply rely on her compass. She must listen to her heart too.
Ah, this Apple thought you were trying to slip away to make the most of your final day off.
Well, that too.
Like Odysseus returning victorious from the Trojan War, Regulus nimbly dives into one vortex after another.
Come get your sucker rat whiskers all the way from Brazil. Perfect for brewing a chill wind elixir. Only 185 sharpodontes.
Okay.
See anything alike? You won't find a better price anywhere.
This is a good price. Do you have more of this stuff? Show me everything you've got.
Regulus, you're about to get scammed, I feel.
Captain, might I remind you that Miss Sotheby is not travelling with us at this time?
You left your purse of a girlfriend somewhere else this time. So, no free purchases from you around this time, I don't think.
Oh yeah, you're right.
The temptations before them seems to be endless. A street artist sings as paint flies through the air, almost splashing onto Regulus's sunglasses.
Alright, mate. Whoa, love the colours. How about bringing in some pop art? Trust me, it'll take it to a whole new level. You should come visit London sometime. We've got some seriously groovy art on the streets.
I don't think you do in this era, yet.
Pop art? That's a bit dated, don't you think?
I beg your pardon?
Just as Regulus rolls up her sleeves, ready for a tussle, a not too distant cheer grabs her attention.
Did you hear that? We better go over there and check it out, Mr. Apple.
Don't know exactly what we've been hearing, but sure.
What is it? Could it be Manus Vindictae? Miss Verton did caution us against the Manus followers we might encounter in Australia.
Straya version of Manus Vindictae, how horrifying.
No, it's something much more important than that.
And what is it? I'm guessing some kind of a preformer?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the greatest sail-away party in all Australia. And for those of you who haven't signed up for the trip, think again. This is the ultimate sailing experience. Relaxation, food, drink, and music. Don't miss out. The Free Breeze is about to set sail. No need to worry about currency exchange, whether it's Australian dollars, Sharpodontes, arcane materials, or a rare collectible item. All are welcome in exchange for a ticket of equal value.
Interesting. They are accepting barter?
A small price to pay for an unforgettable journey with the talented multi-instrumentalist Barcarola and her fantastic crackling box.
Huh. It is one of those multi-instruments that were popular for a time. The cheers grow louder and louder.
We've also prepared a little gift for our most enthusiastic guest. A free cruise ticket!
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about!
Freebies.
This apple should have known better.
Yes, you should.
Ladies and gentlemen, the party starts now! Put your hands together for the enchanting Miss Barcarola and her captivating melodies!
Woohoo!
Ever heard about the Gironda, most commonly known as hurdy-gurdy? I know it under the second name, yes. I'm aware of it. Compliments gush from the ticket seller's mouth as the star at the center of the stage subtly turns her face away.
You're much too kind, Mr. Hamish, saying all these wonderful things about me. But I'm only a cruise musician.
But this doesn't look like a hurdy-gurdy, this looks like a whole orchestra slapped together into a single instrument. There were some crazy cool instruments in the medieval times. Also in the 1800s, I think, there was kind of a renaissance for that kind of multi-instruments. I think it was the 1800s, if I remember correctly.
It's thanks to the collective efforts of the whole crew that the Free Breeze has been so successful. I just feel privileged to be a part of it.
I know you want to stay humble, Miss Barcarola, but there's no reason to be so modest. Many of our guests come aboard just to hear you play, and I'm sure there will only be more in the future. So what's the harm with hyping the crowd up with a little round of applause?
I'm also surprised that she has the strength to grab that orchestra hurdy. I mean, maybe she's using some kind of arcane skill to transport it. I wouldn't be surprised. Or she just has people for this.
Well, if it's for the ship, I suppose I can handle a little publicity.
Barcarola. She's also a playable character, I think. Let me check. Barcarola. Yes, she is. Okay, fair enough. She also sounds Italian? That's entirely possible. There's a lot of Italians in this game, as is.
Of course you can. And you deserve it too. By the way, do you know the guest over there? She's very, enthusiastic.
Pasta is an universal language indeed. She follows the direction he's pointing to find a particularly lively duo among the crowd. A girl dressed in red and blue and a floating apple. That will be Regulus.
He's been drumming up the crowd. Sold us a load more tickets. We've never sold out so quickly.
Free advertising.
All right, everyone, listen up. I've got some exciting news to share. This piece of paper in my hand could be your ticket to an incredible seafaring adventure. Just think about the cool breeze, the spruced up cruise ship, and the awesome music. What more could you ask for? This is a once-in-a-lifetime chance for a trip you'll never forget. So, let's get buzzing! Throw your hands in the air and your coins out of your pockets, and let your dreams come to life. Let's hear those coins jingle and fill your spirit soar!
Enough. The cheering grows louder and louder.
Is she a local? Australians are known for their sunny disposition.
Even worse, she is, dare I say it, a Brit. How horrifying.
No one knows her, miss. But to be honest, I'd love to invite her to join the crew. If only the captain weren't so picky with the new recruits.
She nods approvingly at the freely dancing figure and clutches her crackling box tighter to her chest.
I know what you mean. Her enthusiasm is infectious. Maybe her energy would wake up our stuffy new captain. I'll never understand why the captain fired the old crew and hired a load of people who don't seem to have any clue about music. All they do is make noise, and not the good kind either.
Okay, duly noted. Several startled gazes land on Barcarola.
Shh. We better keep it down, miss. They'll hear us.
He turns, speaking in the direction of the ship before awkwardly retracting his neck.
We didn't hear any dissenting opinions about our captain now, did we?
No, of course not.
That sounds cultish. The crew members glance at each other awkwardly, coughing softly to urge the embarrassing moment to pass quickly. So, from what I recall, that Manus Vindictae woman that we've seen was being called Captain. So maybe it's her? Guests come and go, and the melodies continue one after another. Eventually, the sailaway party comes to an end.
Captain, if I may, perhaps it's time we made our way to Laplace.
Right, weren't you supposed to join Ulrich?
Come on, Mr. Apple. The crowd's going crazy for us. Can't you see how close we are to winning that free ticket?
I suppose you're right, Captain. But the crew seems to be packing up for the day.
They what?
What, mate? Regulus quickly intercepts the cruise team before they can make their way back on the ship.
Oh, can I help you? I'm afraid Miss Barcarola won't be signing any more albums today.
What about my free ticket? Wasn't I the most enthusiastic guest tonight?
Sorry, miss. But the most enthusiastic guess was really just a turn of phrase. We're nearly sold out tonight, and bookings are still coming in. I don't think we can spare a ticket for you. Come by next time, and we'll see what we can do.
Well, you got scammed.
You!
Easy, Captain. They never really explained what they meant by the most enthusiastic guest. We're in no position to argue.
Regulus glances around. The once bustling crowd has dwindled to just a few scattered passerbys. Clearly, there is no one present to uphold justice for her.
What a bloody scam! I'm filing a complaint. Just you wait and see.
You are filing a complaint with whom exactly?
I understand your frustration, miss. The ship is sailing in just a couple of days. Even if you file a complaint right at this moment, we won't hear a thing from the tourist office before we set sail.
Barcarola frowns and pulls the crewman aside.
I feel bad for her, Mr. Hamish. And just think how this will affect our reputation. With your consent, I'd like to offer this young lady a ticket and a stay in my cabin.
Interesting.
I'll be more than happy to pay for her.
Is that flipping Trump in the background? You mean like this? Looks like a vague silhouette of an old man and nothing else. I guess the hairstyle is kind of similar-ish, but that's it.
You've done this so many times, Miss Barcarola. I'm afraid I have to turn you down. You know the new captain won't exactly be thrilled to have a freeloader on the ship.
But...
Regulus barges between the two muttering colleagues.
So, how much longer do you need to think up an excuse?
All right. In the view of your outstanding enthusiasm, we offer you a special gift for your help with our event.
Which is?
There. Thanks for your support.
A stack of souvenirs is thrust into Regulus's arms. Dejected, she turns to leave.
Wait!
Barcarola pulls a marker and cries out after her.
I'm
Okay,
so
at least-
sorry about all this, Senora. I hope this will compensate for it.
Okay, at least she got an autograph out of this. Is this Titanic? No, it isn't. I thought that initially as well, but it's just a random cruise ship. They said the name, but I don't remember it.
Huh? I hope we can see each other again. Preferably soon.
What?
Don't think it's any of the famous cruise ships. At least none that I would recognize. Okay, another part. Please make sure she completes this document in person. Check. Probationary assessment, Regulus. Codename Regulus. Time employed 11 months, so almost a year. Project team The Storm Research Group, unregistered. Assessment results not available. Performance review. Research on the influence of the light and sound waves on the emotion control on crowds. Safety verification of St. Pavlo Foundation's communication equipment. Exploration of the possibility of communication without numbers with the School of Aperon. No accomplishments, probationary experience. Assisted the timekeeper in investigating the storm, consistently on the front lines of responding to the storm. And have experienced 3 storms. This experience is provided invaluable redacted data for Laplace's storm research. During this operation, her numerous active, also redacted contributions have brought a wealth of storm inspirations to colleagues. In interactions with the St. Pavlos Foundation and the School of Aperon, she has displayed storm negotiation skills, making her a mainstay member of the Timekeeper squad. Certainly not a crucial. not a crucial one. Evaluator's comments, alright, enough with the charade. The only thing in this document that she actually provided herself is this photo. I'll let her join the research group as a formal researcher, but she will not receive any benefits until she personally fills in all the blanks on this form. Ulrich. Right. Her accomplishments. She was there. And that's it. Cryptography for Beginners, Part 3. Before we jump into it, let me stretch a little bit. Jesus Christ, I got stiff. That's better. All right. The glass tank leans forward, the ferrofluid rippling around inside it. The ferrofluid pauses at the information presented before.
So, they gave you this flyer at the sail-away party?
Apparently so.
Not just that one, there's a whole stack of them.
All right, Researcher Regulus. I think I've got everything down. Let's run through it again. Researcher Regulus suffered horrendous mistreatment during the pre-sale event of the Free Breeze, which has had a significant psychological impact on her. In order to recover from this traumatic event, she formally requests...
Let me guess, a holiday.
A 1-year advance on her salary and 15 days of leave. The funds are to be used solely to book passage on a cruise trip, with the goal of replacing her negative experience from the pre-sale event with a more positive one.
Somehow I don't think that's happening.
I'm telling the truth!
The ferrofluid remains still for a long moment.
I can see that bottle of artificial tears in your hand, Regulus. Please put it away. There's no need for dramatics.
I think that Ulrich is going to use that cruise in that experiment that they are about to conduct. That's what I'm getting.
Thank you, Ulrich. I knew there was a soft spot underneath all that metal.
Not so fast, Regulus. I never said I agreed to your request.
No? Why? I'm a researcher just like anybody else, aren't I? Shouldn't Laplace be looking out for my well-being?
See, about that.
Regulus? You've been working in Laplace for 11 months now, and you still haven't submitted your performance appraisal or published a single valid project result.
That's unfortunate.
In other words, you haven't completed your probationary period, so you can't get the benefits of a full-time employee. And to top it all off, you didn't even show up to register at the First Storm Research Group meeting.
In the face of such overwhelming evidence, there's no room for rebuttal.
Well,
Her protestation has grown noticeably weaker.
Please save me the excuses. There's still a chance for you to turn things around. You can take another assessment. We'll use the results to make up for the assessments you've missed. It'll be crucial for your performance review and, consequently, your employee benefits.
Bring it on.
Easy there, Researcher Regulus. You're taking a test, not going to war.
For her, there's little difference, I feel. Ulrich turns and reaches into a bookshelf. Clearly, he has prepared for such an outcome. Document after document is pulled from the bookshelf and placed on the table, until regulars can no longer see above them. Considering how short she is, that's not an
You said it was
achievement.
just a test.
I did, and I meant it. This is just some light reading, for you to reference during the test. And this is the test. The numbers on this paper may appear random, but they're actually an encrypted code. Your task is to figure out what the message is.
I've got a feeling that she will have actually little problem with it.
You can use the computer to help you, and you might find some useful books and papers in the second drawer on your left. The instructions for the computer and a guide on how it works are all in there. Given its difficulty, there is no time limit for this test. Best of luck, Researcher Regulus.
Best of luck, he says. Okay. He exits, leaving Regulus on, to her mathematical prison.
You better keep your word, Ulrich, or you'll be no different than those sailors. At least they didn't torture me with maths.
Well, you've got experience after the Apiran Island.
Lend me your strength, Brian May, Jim Morrison, Frank Zappa.
Don't think those are the gods that you should be praying to in this instance, but sure.
Oh, God!
How much time has passed? Regulus has lost all concept of it. Endless numbers dance before her eyes, spinning and blurring together. It's like she's descended into some kind of cursed land of numbers.
You're taking a test, not going to war.
Captain, this apple has an impression on this.
Maybe you were their target because you are an irrational number.
Is it really a puzzle unsolvable?
Are you scared?
Captain!
Got a feeling that she's going to be
Follow me,
permanently
Regulus.
scarred by math.
Best of luck, Researcher Regulus.
Where am I? Who am I?
In her days, she's brought back to her days in Apiran.
Why is this happening to me? Is this some kind of cruel joke from that Aperon lot?
This realization seems to clear her mind for a moment. There's no escape from those mathematical demons.
Somebody! Anybody! Help me! Please!
Stay calm, Regulus. Don't be fooled by that walking fish tank. This is just an itty-bitty little test from the place, not the end of your life. I get it now. I just need to add some lines to the border. Ulrich must be reminding me to follow Laplace's rules. Who cares? It's just like Sudoku. Just fill in the numbers 1 through 9, making sure they appear once in each row and column of every 3x3 box. Okay. This box already has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, so it needs a 9. Right. So this one is missing an 8. Gotcha. This one is missing 6. Gotcha. What about this? There's no 5. This... Four, right? Nine again. And this is 5. Here. One. And 3. There we go. Easy enough. The mathematical onslaught seems endless. You're a Sudoku master now, right? I don't feel like a master. Ulrich opens the door and takes Regulus's scribbled piece of notepaper.
Glad to see you're still in high spirits, Researcher Regulus.
Let me guess, this is going to be complete bullcrap. That's not what the goal was.
But this doesn't add up. I gave you an encrypted code, not a Sudoku puzzle.
Right.
What do you mean?
Regulus looks as though she's just been struck by lightning.
Come on, get yourself together. The 9th storm has passed, Researcher Regulus. You've had plenty of time to brush up on your math.
Ulrich strides over, picking up a paper from the desk on his way.
All right, let me explain. All you have to do is a basic decode and transcription of the result using the Laplace encryption key. See how the 4th from last digits have changed? There are no numbers greater than 24 within the 17th interval, and those in the 18th interval don't exceed 59. So, if we make a bold assumption here, these numbers have probably been coded using Laplace's nomenclature, where the codes of time are always placed between the 12th and 18th intervals.
I don't get it, to be honest.
You'll see this a lot here. We use them for ships, satellites, manpower arrangements, and such. Finally, we input the result into the Laplace astronomy database to see if we find any matches, and there.
Let's pretend that we get it.
A set of photos taken from space.
Huh?
Hmm.
Are you telling me I spent the whole day doing this just to find a few photos?
Apparently so.
These aren't just any photos, Researcher Regulus. Take a closer look. The first picture was taken on December 2nd, 1995, the day the Solar and Heliospheric Observatory was launched.
Ulrich continues to deliver a flurry of information.
The second picture was taken on June 25th, 1997, during a period of sunspot activity. The third one is from November 21st, 1998. It's an image of the first satellite ever deployed from a space station.
And the fourth is from December the 28th, 1999. Is that a rugby game?
Okay, that one is a little bit different.
Yes. Looks like it was the last one held in that stadium in Melbourne. The place is just a commercial district now.
Yeah, the emoticon faces are kind of out of place, yes. Her eyes wander over the next photos, then she freezes.
But, wait, this isn't right. If you're suggesting what I think you are, then these next photos are...
Her eyes widen. Right, date beyond 1999.
That's right. From the 5th photo onward, we can't pinpoint their exact time or location. but it seems they involve Halley's Comet, 136199 Eris in the Kuiper Belt, the Uluru Games, and a rock festival. And there are more. Take a look at these timestamps. February 9th, 2001. October 21st, 2003. November 2005.
And we've been told previously that after 1999, basically time stopped going forward.
And the last one's from April the 16th, 2007.
So where did they get those photos? Ulrich looks out to the endless blue of the sky outside.
This proves one thing. Before all our struggles to study and control the effects of the storm, this pioneer crossed the storm unscathed and sent us these images.
Okay. The storm, that heavy topic. Once again, it rears its ugly head, mocking anyone who dares to make sense of its absurdity.
But
thankfully, there will always be someone who doesn't bend to its desires.
why are you telling me all this? Did everyone else's assessments turn into some kind of top-secret briefing? All I wanted was an advance on my salary.
Well, that's unfortunate. The ferrofluid gives a stifled pang.
Just for once, could you see the bigger picture here? We've been presented with an amazing opportunity. And all you can think about is your salary?
Apparently so. So who got pictures from the future? And how? That's the question. Convergence of ideas. Minds come together here to help those in the highest positions reach for informed conclusions. Initiate discussion. Fish tank brainstorm. The topic of this brainstorming session is: how did this pioneer manage to cross the storm and continuously send information to the Earth's surface? The ferrofluids flows freely in his glass tank. Is it possible that this is just a prank? Like a cipher game created by one of us, accompanied by fake photos and data? An indifferent researcher shrugs. Then go and write a detailed report on who you think is pulling the prank, one every week, until someone confesses to being behind it. That's an abuse of power. The researcher who intended to remain silent slams the table. Alright, I have a thought. The storm rewinds people into disappearance, but some things that inherently exist longer might not be completely reversed. This pioneer could be some kind of man-made satellite that regularly sends data, and the storm rewinds it to an older version but doesn't affect its operation. We've already experienced time periods as far back as the beginning of the World War I. No man-made satellites should even exist at the time. I've got this. It's aliens! It's always the aliens. Aliens are crossing the storm and sending us some kind of signal. It's not surprising at all that they have the technology immune to the storm, among the advanced space tech, right? A researcher with a fanciful imagination raises his hand. Damn it, we don't have time to verify baseless hypotheses such as these. The man-made satellite theory might just be a reasonable hypothesis. Maybe the internal structure of the satellite just happen to form a knot-like structure. Many of the satellites launched by Laplace have adopted arcane techniques, theoretically capable of activating the immunity spell. The researcher, feigning seriousness, rests his chin on his hands. That's a good direction, but your reasoning is too idealistic. Let's proceed on the premise that there exists a satellite capable of gaining immunity to the storm and investigate further. Regardless of the principle behind all this, now everyone spread out and check every satellite in Laplace's history. If this hypothesis is confirmed, it could be another significant breakthrough in our storm research. I guess is that the devs put the photos there? Right. Just as good as the rest of the guesses, honestly. Music of the era. Seeing what this is about.
The dust in here. What, are we inside some kind of vacuum cleaner? Is that why you always wear that fish tank on your head?
Familiar with Regulus's quirks, Ulrich opts for the most efficient form of communication. None. Ignored.
What's got you so quiet? Pulling the strong and silent act now?
Here we are.
Where did he bring her? Laplace launch site. The site has been utterly neglected. Dust and debris litters every corner of it.
Here? As in...
The Laplace launch site in Sydney. We've collaborated with the Foundation and the Space Agency for various projects here.
Thanks for the heads up. I almost thought we just barged into some rock star's house.
It will actually take another 2 years before this place becomes an official launch site.
Oh, yeah, right. We're basically living in the past.
I visited various launch sites to verify the photos. Guiana Space Center, Placid's Cosmodrome. Then, I found this place.
And what about it?
Most of its archives were lost in the storm, but a small portion of the early records survived. I left them here with the rest of the files I compiled.
Pepper's scattered into the air as he rummages through the files.
Damn it! Where did they go?
The ferrofluid tremors in his tank.
Huh. So, does this mean we can all go home now?
Don't think so somehow.
Absolutely not. Alright, new task. Stay put and don't touch anything. I need to find those files.
That's like telling a cat to not bonk something off the table. Totally futile.
Fine.
As Ulrich makes his exit, Regulus scans the room, a glint glowing behind her eyes. Right.
Oh, amazing! An old military base. Mysterious photos. This is going to be juicy. No chance Ulrich is stopping this rockin' pirate from going after treasure. I mean, very, very important files.
Right.
The hunt is on. Ha-ha! Let's start with what's on this table.
And there she goes, touching things. The clinking and clattering of rummaging fills the air like a string of cheerful musical notes.
La 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 da 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 da. I almost forgot. Can't go treasure hunting without some music to rock out to.
Turning the knob, she powers up the amplifier.
Woohoo!
The wall belongs to the rock. The vibrations reach Ulrich, causing the ferrofluid to ripple. Even the desk is trembling.
Damn it! I forgot to tell her to keep quiet.
The hell is this? The screech of a bird pierces through the pumping music.
What's happening? Is this an earthquake?
A few agile black shadows leap around the upper parts of the observation deck. The tremors free a note pinned to the wall, and it flutters down to the ground. The handwriting is all too familiar. Investigators report multiple Tripodero attacks on humans have occurred in the area. They seem to regard this abandoned facility as their territory, attacking any intruders.
Ah, crap! This is the note I wrote last time I was here.
Remember, keep your movements quiet. Yeah, kind of light for that. The ferrofluid ripples violently.
Regulus! Turn off that speaker, now!
So, we are fighting random pests, I think. There she goes. Regulus is too immersed in her treasure seeking to hear him. Globe of dark green sludge shots from above. Ulrich darts aside, narrowly avoiding the attack.
For fuck's sake! I knew I should have upgraded my memo module!
He looks to the observation deck. There's Regulus gleefully twisting to the music.
Calm down, Ulrich. You're a leader. It's part of your job to clean up after your team.
Looks over the priceless equipment around him and sighs before ducking through the emergency exit. The Tripoderos follow in hot pursuit. Gotcha.
Very
Right
well.
then.
Let me try my hand.
Guessing it's those birds.
Copy that!
Okay.
No worries.
Standard procedure.
Guys, Lily!
Concentrate and visualize.
Please, don't resist.
Let me think on it. An interesting...
Easy,
This will do it.
Let me think on it. What a bloom.
There we go.
Was I able to take care of everyone?
Ulrich sends a current through the electronic components around him, creating a cacophony of sounds that send the Tripoderos scattering.
Flux! Flux! Finally it's over.
Ulrich stuffs the last piece of damaged equipment into the recovery bin. Then he climbs back through the window, he's visibly drained.
Relax, don't overheat. You'll have to get used to this if you want to be a good leader.
Regulus bounces slightly into the room.
Ulrich! Look what I found!
She waves her treasure, a hefty stack of documents signed in bold by Ulrich himself.
Where's my round of applause?
I think you're about to get your ass kicked.
If you're even half a leader, you'll fight your hardest to get a decent salary for such an outstanding employee as myself.
She shoots him a triumphant wink.
Sure.
Right.
Just one more thing. Scientist to scientist.
Regulus gestures towards the still sparkling machines beside Ulrich.
You made some pretty cool electronic music in that battle. Didn't know you had it in you.
He's going to have an aneurysm. Ulrich lets out a deep sigh, deciding to avoid any further arguments with his team member.
Here are all the files related to the satellite. Look them over, Regulus.
Do we have to go through all this right now?
Yes.
Why? Is there some even more juicy stuff in them?
For you, it might be. The satellite carries a variety of arcane items: space seeds, dragon tree resin compasses, obsidian crystals, WFPCs, astronomical spectrometers. Even its power source is an arcane record player.
Huh, okay.
We've made a list of everything that was on it so we can test them against the artificial storm. The satellite is an archive of the wisdom of the entire human race. It somehow survived multiple storms.
What are you gonna do with it?
Sadly, a lack of maintenance caused it to plummet to the Earth. It crashed in your time, 1966.
Regulus's sunglasses slide off her face, but she doesn't even notice. She grabs the stack of documents and flips to the last page. The telescope officially crashed in 2007 in Aldeburgh, England. All onboard instruments were destroyed, recovery failed. Regulus's Space Telescope Project report as above. Wait, so it's like her project but from the future?
The telescope project was named after a record that was on the satellite, which also happens to share your name.
So it's something that she's yet to make, apparently.
Regulus.
Regulus holds her backpack tightly to her chest, its pockets full of treasures. She flips through a series of records, her hands trembling. Finally, she finds the treasure she's looking for, a record identical to the one depicted in the documents. It's from the 1966 Aldeburgh Crater Music Festival, an incident from the past, and her all-time favorite.
My little thing. It was the record on the satellite.
Yes, that's the one. Wow, you've kept it in great shape.
So, this is the key to braving the storm?
It might be, amongst several other options.
I get it. That's why you wanted me on the storm research team.
Apparently so.
Not just that. I've read the Appear on Island reports. You demonstrated some serious talent with the series puzzle in that cave. And you've faced more storms than the majority of the Laplace staff. We're not working together for a couple of research papers. This is about the survival of everything on Earth. We need all the help we can get, including yours.
Getting the pep talk. And I don't think it worked. Regulus falls into an uncharacteristic silence.
In fact, Laplace even held a meeting with the Foundation to discuss borrowing your record.
And she's about to say no, absolutely not.
The Foundation suggested we apply for an item transfer order under the Artificial Storm Project and let the Timekeeper take over the matter. Some of my colleagues told me that, according to LSCC regulations, lending assets to the center is mandatory for all staff.
The frequency of the ferrofluid's vibrations is chaotic, like some kind of unsolvable cipher.
But... Alright. Let me be honest with you. I'm not comfortable with taking your record by force. It's yours after all. It's your choice what you do with it. So here I am, not as your leader, but as myself, hoping we can find a solution that works for both of us.
And what is your answer?
Has anyone ever told you that you're terrible at negotiations?
Correct.
Ah, damn it. I knew it wouldn't be easy.
Well, he's no Lucy, that's for sure. He angrily knocks his tank with his fist. He's so close to the records he's been searching for. The ferrofluid ripples into a subtle arc.
Go ahead, Mr. Ulrich. Take it. Before I change my mind.
That's surprising. I didn't expect Regulus to cooperate. Regulus's expression has never been so serious.
You're willingly giving it over to the Artificial Storm Project?
His carefully prepared arguments vanish in a moment.
For a cause even greater than rock music? Absolutely. But just to be clear, I'm only lending it to Laplace. You have to give it back when you're done. It's the only copy in the world and the future centerpiece of the Regulus Museum.
What now?
Thank you, Researcher Regulus. Thank you so much. I was gearing up for a much tougher talk. I even applied for additional funding and a month's leave to offer you as leverage. Well, I suppose I won't have to use it after all.
Hold that thought. Regulus freezes.
What?
Right. So about that vacation and upfront pay. The suitcase is in its usual harmony. Its occupants go about their business, each busying themselves in their own little worlds. How much space is there in that suitcase?
Sonetto, what's the rush?
I just wanted to remind you that our vacation in Australia is over.
We are aware, yes.
If you need any help packing, please let me know.
She wipes the sweat from her forehead, and then she remembers something.
Oh, and I have something for you.
She hands her a colorful piece of paper.
Huh?
Regulus asked me to pass these out. She won them at a sail-away party. She said they're highly valuable, the finest choice for any collection, if I recall correctly.
That's a bit of a stretch, but sure.
Looks like an ordinary flyer to me.
I've already inspected them. They're just advertisements with a handwritten signature in the corner, and some completely over-the-top promises. Regulus told me it's a trick that advertisers use. They use fancy words to catch people's eyes and make it seem more grand. Phrases like, an opulent odyssey upon the boundless sea, tour the illustrious Pacific coast, a veritable feast of harmonic reverie, rare and fortuitous seasonal discount, and facilities unimaginable in their splendor.
Those are certainly words.
What's this on the back? Nor happiness, nor harmony, nor fame. Nor pride, nor strength, nor skill in arms or arts.
Those familiar words hits like a tidal wave. Oh, right. It's from her past. Wasn't that part of the song that they sang at that protest that Vertin did?
For a cruel whip. Man who man would be. Must rule the empire of himself. In it, must be supreme. Establishing his throne. On vanquished will, quelling the challenges of hopes and fears. Being himself
alone.
We recall us in shock. The flyer falls to the ground.
Is everything alright, Timekeeper?
This is a poem she once knew intimately. One that had been held by countless young hands and flowed gently through equally young voices. In the tree hollow, in the square, in the outdoors.
Sinetto, change of plan. We need to contact the Foundation, now.
So, I'm guessing that this means the ship is tied to Manus Vindictae somehow, because that poem originally was from adverts of Manus Vindictae, effectively, if I remember correctly. Hey, before we jump into the next part, I'll take a short bathroom break, so be right back. Here we go. Alright, and I'm back. Pour myself a drink and we can continue, I think. Right. Before we jump to part 5, there was this bit, right? Budget crisis. Damn, this expensive report is absolutely astronomical. Initiate discussion. Procurement list. Project Regulus. Dragon tree resin compasses. Compasses cut from the resin of dragon blood trees, serving as the activation stimulus of the Eastern Astrology arcane skill on the telescopes, used for the navigation in extreme environments. Note: procure dragon blood, the sap of the dragon tree, for remanufacturing to ensure foolproof production. An external contract has been issued for the collecting genuine dragon blood. Obsidian crystals. Utilizing obsidian crystals to produce solar panels was a proposal by some arcanists of that time. The ingenious application of Aztec arcane skills significantly enhanced the efficiency of the solar energy absorption. Huh, interesting. Note on that site collection at Popocatépetl volcano, along with lab-produced control samples. Wide field camera, the wide field planetary camera WFPC, with the highest resolution of that time provided by Coltech, responsible for capturing the image data. Note sent a specialist to negotiate, requesting a camera and a design blueprint if possible. The price is of no issue. Wow, they are throwing money at this problem. Astronomical spectrometer. The telescope is equipped with various sized spectrometers, integrating both spectral and photographical functions, used for gathering spectral data. Note, a labor-intensive task: retrieve all existing spectrometers designs from Laplace and commission expedited production from major corporations. High-speed photometer, an instrument used to measure the brightness and polarization of various celestial bodies. It was decommissioned before the first storm due to malfunctions. Even if decommissioned, it can be overlooked. The museum might have replacement parts. Space seeds prepared for the activation environment of certain arcane skills at that time. Each seed was meticulously selected and symbolically significant. Note, the original conditions cannot be fully recreated, but similar substitutes can be found. Request as many as possible from Plesetsk. That's a Russian name, I think. Regulus record. The power source of the telescope, shrouded in complete mystery as the most enigmatic component of the apparatus. Note, the owner has been identified. The entanglement of the identical names brings inextricable fate into play. Through unscientific, this must also be considered. Right. Now, the day we set sail. Part 5.
Good afternoon, Mr. President.
Oh, Constantine. We haven't heard from her in a while. She's with that enigmatic director.
May the peace be with us, my friend.
Constantine gives a slight nod as she peers into the shadows.
Zeno has been restored to its usual state. Aside from Igor's ardent supporters, the rest of the Xeno soldiers and officers were unaware of his betrayal, just as we expected. Admiral Igor's funeral has been held as planned, one that befits his rank and status. All relevant personnel remained in South America for the ceremony, as per Xeno's funeral regulations.
Right, because they were pretending that Igor died in service, rather than let everyone know that he defected. Well, that he rebelled. He didn't exactly defect to the Manus Vindictae. He just helps them as a third party.
We're in the process of selecting a new admiral. I'll provide you with a candidate list shortly.
Ooh, it's getting stormy outside. I hope that we won't have any interruptions in the internet connection. Happened before, during storms.
Additionally, we've dispatched an investigative team to Tierra del Fuego to search for Igor.
Very well. What about the girl?
She pauses.
The girl? Are you referring to Lopera? Her emotions have stabilized, so we've decided to leave her in South America for the moment. Of course, she'll be put through the necessary investigations as circumstances dictate.
Keep a close eye on her. Oh, and that little singing bird?
Ah, right. Konstantin takes a step closer, lowering her voice.
Zeno is quite upset about our decision regarding Miss Kimberly. They're insisting she undergoes a more thorough investigation.
What was her true name? Anjanala? Something like that?
I feared that if we gave too much pushback, they would take a more extreme stance in response. So I agreed.
Those soldiers never budge.
Of course, Zeno agreed that the investigation would be done under the supervision of the Foundation. If nothing else comes up, she will be put into the Timekeeper's team and granted the same rights as the other members.
Good. Don't keep Vertin waiting too long.
Interesting that they want to assign her to Vertin as quickly as possible. I wonder why. The Zeno piece has landed safely. Konstantin gives an internal sigh of relief.
There's more. Madam Z has received word from the Timekeeper. The Timekeeper suspects Manus Vindictae is active again in Sydney Harbor. They're likely on board a cruise ship named Free Breeze.
Ah, there we go. That's the name of the ship.
This would explain why our field investigators have been having difficulties with their tasks. Manus has covered their tracks carefully this time.
Where's the cruise bound for?
That's still unclear, sir. However, Moth just reported in confirming that the ship has passed the Oceania Islands.
An interesting development.
Indeed.
Konstantin's tone carries an imperceptible trace of pride.
We're making excellent progress. That's good. Assign a new mission to Vertin.
You mean to send them on that cruise?
We can't keep her under our wing forever.
Understood.
The conference room falls silent once more. Amid the layered marble pillars, a flash of white fits past the window. A white dove lands on the president's hand and gently pecks at his palm.
What brings you all the way over here, old friend?
He lowers his head, allowing the bird to nuzzle his fingertips.
Oh.
The white dove takes wing, flitting away once more.
So, Laplace has requested the Foundation's assistance with the Artificial Storm Project?
Yes. Ulrich is overseeing the project and has requested as much asymmetrical nuclide R as we can spare. He's also requested our help in determining the most suitable location for the experiment. I have several in mind that should meet his needs.
Konstantin involuntarily pauses for a moment.
The location closest to Laplace's Australian branch is on the sea. Right where the Free Breeze cruise ship happens to be.
You don't say.
I see where you're going.
However, I do have concerns about how this might disrupt our current plans against Manus Vindictae.
Regardless, Laplace will have our full support for the Artificial Storm Project.
Unexpected determination.
But Moth's status still remains unclear. If we proceed too hastily, we might jeopardize the situation.
A fleeting hesitation catches the president's attention.
I thought you'd have foreseen something like this. A few pieces must be sacrificed if you're to win the game. You know that better than anyone, don't you?
Yes, but usually she's the one who chooses who gets to be sacrificed.
Is this also the Pax House's decision?
You have my word on it.
I see. I'll inform the Timekeeper and Ulrich of their missions.
Thank you. I look forward to their meeting.
We meet again, Timekeeper.
Hi, Ulrich.
Pleasure's mine, Mr. Ulrich. I've heard good things about your work with Regulus.
Good things, you say?
Frankly, I was surprised by how selfless, passionate, and forward-looking she is. I'm truly grateful to have someone like her on my team.
Are you sure that we are talking about the same person? The ferrofluid is remarkably stable. Clearly, this is a sincere statement. Is it? Is this his poker face?
The situation on the Free Breeze is still unclear. We don't know how many Manus Vindictae followers might be on board. Our plan is to board the cruise as ordinary passengers. Regulus said she's made acquaintance with a crew member and has made sure to alter our profiles so we don't attract any unwanted attention.
That's good to hear. So Regulus didn't use her money for her own amusement after all.
Well, she did, but also she accidentally did something useful. After muttering to himself, Ulrich returns to the task at hand.
We should stagger our boarding times. I'll reach out if I spot any signs of Manus Vindictae. Let's stay in touch. See you on board.
Ulrich gives her a reassuring pat on the shoulder.
Mr. Ulrich, we're more than happy to assist with your mission.
Oh, no. Please don't trouble yourself. Sorry, don't get me wrong. I'd appreciate your help were the circumstances different. But the experiment is still confidential. Please don't mention it to anyone. I'd like to avoid any unnecessary risks or interference. On the cruise ship, we are but strangers.
I see.
Don't you worry. I have a little disguise for myself too.
How the hell do you disguise all this? A fish tank? Or what? Okay. So there will be two simultaneous teams on board. Doing the separate things. Apparently. Closing ceremony. All games must come to an end. Say farewells. I'll miss you, Spatudia, as a Miss Desert, Flannel, and all of the Australia too. But most of all, I'll miss my holidays. I think this is somehow tied to another event that I missed. That I didn't do, rather. I'll miss you heaps. Come on over for a proper goodbye. Hug, friend. Couldn't ask for better mates. Alright, easy love. Hands off the hair. I've just got to head out and sell the last copies of Ulur's Past, unveiled and snagging tickets for dummies. Please take care, Captain. This Apple hopes the issues in the optical laboratory will be dealt with by the time you return. This is all for the funding, Chief Mate, so it looks like we have no choice but to say our farewells. No need to get sentimental, you'll all be reunited soon enough. The joint seminars hosted by Laplace all year round. Oh really? That's good to know. Of course, all you need to do is download the form from the Voice of Laplace, part of the forum, and hand it over to your team lead. After it's approved, HR will put you in the queue before... Oh please no, I don't want any of this bureaucratic rubbish ruining my farewell memories. Okay, say... what? I think it's better we part ways now. If we stand here hanging for too long, we might end up drawing a crowd. Right. I'll have to find out what event was that that group tied to. I think it was... Where is it? I think I know. The theft of the Rhyme Cup, I think it's the one that this is tied to, if I'm not mistaken. At least I think so. Let me check something quickly. Was it happening in Australia? Or maybe not? Huh, okay. So I don't know what event this is tied to, after all. There will be some more research required into that. Never mind. Identity Crisis. Regulus won the first place in a rock pirate impersonation contest, and now that's a natural talent. Who? What? How? Miss Barcarola, I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I can't allow this lady to board the ship. Why not? All our guests have paid for the trip in full, and the professions and reason for boarding fully comply with the ship's regulations. Not everyone's profession meets the regulations. Let's take a look at Miss Regulus' self-introduction. An alchemist scholar from renowned research Institute Laplace. Threw her to the Spirit of Rock. And a pirate who once dominated all the radio frequencies along the River Thames. Miss Barcarola, you might not know this, but back in the 60s there was a pirate rocker who went by the very same name. She broadcasted illegally on the Thames, took pleasure in antagonizing local broadcasters and record labels, and was eventually shut down by the government. Although the UK government's warrant against this pirate has been lifted, if this is the same person, inviting her aboard could affect the good reputation of the Free Breeze. I've met Miss Regulus myself. There's no way she's the same person. Yeah, about that. She's far too young to have lived through the 60s. She could be a copycat. What if she mimics her idol's outrageous actions on the high seas? She wouldn't do such a thing. Cute. I'm surprised you'd be so quick to defend her. Don't you know that those pirate rockers made a mockery of true musicians like you? Why are you standing up for her? I've witnessed her passion for music firsthand. She's not mocking anyone. I'm not sure why she chose that name, but there's no reason to judge her so prematurely. If you are still worried, Captain, I promise to keep an eye on her. I'll make sure she doesn't get up to any mischief in the broadcast room, or anything else you're concerned about. If she does something that harms the good name of the Free Breeze, then you may throw me overboard with her and my cracking box. Fight the fire from the star performer? Fine. If you're really willing to put that much trust in her, I won't press any further. And there's no need to worry about the broadcast room. I'm sure it will be just fine. Right. How far in are we? We've got like 40 minutes left. So maybe we'll do 2 more parts or something like this. Okay, part 6, As Home Fates. The main hall is packed with passengers. The wine sways slightly, emitting an enchanting luster in the beautiful, familiar melody. Girls wave their carefully through the... Excuse me. Girls wave their way carefully through the excited crowds, like a school of
Miss
rainbow fish.
Barcarola, at last you've graced us with your presence.
The passengers nod politely to the girl at the front.
Henry and I were just having a little wager on whether we'd see our musical star outside the spotlight. Looks like he'll be buying me the next round of whiskey, eh?
Also, now that I think about it, if they talked about Regulus being from the 60s and assumed that she would not be old enough to be from that time frame, then I'm assuming that the happenings currently aren't in the 60s after all, despite what I thought. Maybe the 80s or something like that. There were still weapon tests in that time frame going on. I think they stopped around the late 90s. Something like that. On the Pacific.
Ah, well bet, signore. Allow me to pour you the first glass. How do you like your whiskey? On the rocks, perhaps?
Indeed. Thank you, my dear.
Over here, Mum! It's Miss Barcarola! Last time I saw her, she performed an entire symphony all by herself. She was the whole orchestra. I've never seen anything like it.
Yeah, with that abomination of an instrument that she's carrying around, I'm not surprised.
It's good to see you again, my little friend.
The woman beside her turns around and lovingly pats the boy on the head.
Miss Barcarola, what a pleasure. I've heard so much about you. My child hasn't stopped talking about you since you spoke to him about the didgeridoo at Sydney Harbour. He was so excited by it that he begged us to bring one on board.
How lovely! The didgeridoo truly is an enchanting instrument. It's so resonant, don't you think? It almost feels like it's echoing from the depths of the earth itself. I've actually been experimenting with playing it alongside my crackling box. It's a wonderful match with the tin whistle and kalimba, and I'm sure a number of other instruments too.
All the exotic instruments out there. Speaking of kalimbas, got one right here. I kind of know how to play it, but I didn't play around with it for a long time. It's this thing. This is how it sounds. It's a weird instrument, but also very therapeutic to use. It's kind of like reverse xylophone, sort of. As she speaks, Barcarola's eyes sparkle with enthusiasm. The admiration surrounding her is so bright that it almost blinds the tourists standing nearby. Luckily, she's wearing sunglasses.
Looks like she's pretty popular too.
Two?
Have you forgotten, Sinetto? You're also looking at a popular public figure yourself. One that had half of London hunting. Cheering for her.
Right, you're a fugitive, ma'am.
Ah, the bittersweet burden of fame.
The attention is quickly turned to a quiet corner of the ship. Wow. Sorry about that. There's a bit of a breeze outside. There's a group of people dressed in their brightly colored clothes. Crowns made of leaves and flowers adorn their heads, and their bronze skin is glowing under the warm lights. They stand in a circle, occasionally glancing around, the shells on their chests clinking together melodiously. So the islanders then.
That group over there seems unusually uptight.
Having absorbed all the adoration of the people around her, Barcarola makes her way over. She certainly wouldn't overlook the curiosity of any of her guests.
Oh, those are the captain's special guests. They're from one of the Oceania archipelagos. Nukuteao, I believe.
Right, so she took them on board. I still don't get for what reason, but I guess we'll see.
They're probably just a bit nervous. I imagine they don't often find themselves among so many foreigners.
After handing the small matter at hand, Barcarola is hurriedly called away by the distant voices of her guests.
Nukuteao. I read about it in a history of arcane ethnicity back in the SPDM. It's a remote place, and its people hold a special kind of shell at the center of their beliefs. They've rarely made contact with the outside world.
So we've been told.
It's often been described as a peaceful paradise. I also read that the Nukutai almost never leave their homeland. Why are they here?
Well, their island got screwed over. The hushed conversation clearly meets the ears of the nearby Nukutai. One young boy strides forward, his chest puffed in indignation.
The Nukutai will never abandon our homeland.
Okay, that's not what anyone asked.
Just wait. We'll find our way back when the new era comes.
The new era.
Though in a foreign accent, these words sound all too familiar.
Toa, that's enough. Tutu told us not to talk with outsiders.
An equally young girl stands protectively in front of the boy.
But someone had to tell them the truth.
Okay.
I apologize. I didn't mean to accuse you of anything. I was just curious.
Well, next time keep your mouth shut. What could you possibly know about the Nukutai?
Well, that's rude. The boy looks about ready to explode. Noticing the outburst, Barcarola breaks away from the other guests and hurries over.
Please, everyone, no fighting. I'm Barcarola, the musical director. Is there anything I can help you with? I'll do all I can to ensure everyone has a pleasant experience.
Before she can reach them, a crisp collision of shells stops Barcarola in her tracks.
What's going on? What do you want?
Her voice holds no restraint in its hostility.
Tutu! It's alone. Toa, stay back. These outsiders can be dangerous.
Ma'am, this is a Wendy's. We were just standing here.
Dangerous? Have you never heard of me before?
Patutu looks Barcarola over, in the particular wooden contraption by her side. Suppressing her curiosity about this unique object, she steadies her gaze once more.
Whoever you are, I ask that you leave us in peace.
You...
Barcarola is lost for words. Clearly her status as a musician star has made her unaccustomed to such remarks. Ignoring the now flushed girl before her, Patutu and the other Nukutai retreat back to their corner. Well, honestly, they started the trouble and now they are asking to be left alone.
Tutu, think the tides you came. I wasn't sure what to do.
So are we going to take Miss Grace's offer or not? She promised it would bring our islands back.
Right, another group being scammed by Manus Vindictae. Boa casts a fierce glare at Patutu.
Enough, Toa. These outsiders don't need to know why we're here. And stop mentioning Miss Grace. Could draw unwanted attention.
But what's there to hide? There's no shame in wanting our home back. If we don't stand with Miss Grace, we'll lose Nukuteao forever.
I want to go home too. Probably more than anyone. I already miss Melly's red coral reefs, blue sea, and canoe races. We'll get through this, Toa. I promise we'll be neighbors again, picking breadfruit and coconut flowers together. But before we accept Miss Grace's offer, there's a few things that need to be made clear. And remember, none of these passengers are to blame for what happened to our home. Okay?
But Miss Grace has offered us a way home.
What price?
We'll have our islands back, just as they were. Our promised land.
And what did she ask in return?
We will go home, Sloane. Trust me. I just need to figure out a few things first. Starting with this wonderful new era she keeps talking about.
Captain's cabin.
You seem a little on edge, Chief Kamuta.
Kamuta is pacing back and forth in the cabin.
Miss Grace, how much longer do we have to wait for this new era to come? Many of our people have never left Nukuteao before. We're struggling to adjust. Some have even fallen sick. We can't stay adrift on the sea like this much longer. Our spirits are low. The shells of some of my people have begun to crack.
What are those runes? He lowers his head to the faintly glowing shells in his palm. They radiate warmth.
Not everyone is strong enough to endure this journey. Please, Miss Grace, you have to help us.
While it pains me to hear this, the journey must go on. You have nowhere to return to after all. We still have some space below deck. You can use it to store your people's bodies should they die.
Jesus Christ, that's harsh. Her gaze remains fixed on the crystalline shells in Kamuta's hand. So is she after those shells? Or what?
That's not exactly what we're asking for. Please show us another way. Help us like you did when you foresaw the destruction of Meli. I beg of you.
Right, those shells have those runes, so I'm guessing that they are arcane objects of some description. Grace tilts her head, a glimmer of intrigue on her face as she observes the pained expression on Kamuta's face.
I've already shown you a way, haven't I?
And what way would that be? Sudden pressure swells in his chest as a sticky black liquid silently drips into his skin.
You mean joining the Manus? But the Nukutai haven't had a conflict with anyone for centuries. That's why we hid ourselves away from the world. Difficult to persuade my people to do this. All we want is for our people to return to familiar soil, to feel our spirits at home. Nothing more.
Right, they're pacifists.
But Meli is already gone.
Yes, but that doesn't mean we should take revenge on the outside world. It was an act of the sea itself. It would be unjust to blame anyone for it.
What about the torpedo test sites designated over Malaga and Vaipuna? Aren't there people who should answer for that?
Well, it wasn't the torpedoes that destroyed the island, were they?
It was probably just a mistake. The area they chose was far from the main islands of Nukuteao, and hardly anyone fishes there. They may not have realized that my people lived there.
And the oil spill? The wastewater discharge? Were all those fish killed by pollution also just an act of the sea?
Please, we're not looking for conflict.
Of course you're not. After all, they've only stolen everything you've ever held dear.
And she's stealing the pot. Her voice drops abruptly, her next words delivered with the lightness of a feather.
And arrogantly assumed every inch of this planet is theirs to exploit.
Second, let me adjust the camera a little bit. This should be fine.
War is inevitable, whether you want it or not, Nukutai.
Right. Just put on the mask, get controlled. She gently pushes the mask forward. Its dark presence is unavoidable.
But if you join us, you will have an invaluable ally. Time.
Grace glances at her pocket watch before slipping it lightly into her pocket.
The window is closing. The sifting is about to begin.
Both a prompt and a prophecy. The spirit shells around Kamuta's neck burn. They cling to his chest as they twist with ferocity.
Has it really come to this? To revenge?
His eyes flash up to the jagged mask on the table. Dark tendrils extend from it, groping at the air in a silent invitation. His spirit shells are almost scorching.
Oh no. It's quite the opposite. It's salvation.
So that's another part done. And we are on part 7. Please make it stop the summer. Oh dude, I'm suffering as well. It's way above the temperature that I can tolerate. So tell me about it. I'm basically melting myself. There's nothing else that I can take off at this point. My thoughts are literally evaporating. Imagine trying to be an engaging narrator while the heat is pouring from the sky. That's my life right now. I'm trying my best to remain brisk and chipper in this hellhole. Part 7, Music or the Light. What temperature has my place reached? Something to the tune of 32 points Celsius, last I checked, I think. Which is incredibly hot for my side of the Europe. We are not used to those temperatures. Anything around 30 is scorching for us. Honestly, I'm suffering at anything above 25 personally. And this is way beyond that. I thought you were hotter and colder than there by TBH? No, honestly, Poland is kind of average temperature-wise. We have winters that go slightly below 0 and summers that go slightly above 30 at times, but usually don't even hit 30. I'm more to the east of the Europe. we are effectively right next to the Germany, so our climate isn't that much different. The main hall is packed with people, yet there is no music to be heard. A peculiar scene indeed. Fortunately, the guests don't seem to mind. There's no stage in the world that offers a performance like this one. What is this?
Signora Regulus, as I'm sure you understand, there's a great deal of effort involved in creating a concerto. From the initial spark of inspiration to the careful arrangement of the music to the skill required to play it. The fact that any concerto has ever been performed at all is nothing short of a miracle.
But Carola's tone is solemn, like a steadily intensifying march.
As musical director, it is my duty to select the perfect repertoire to bring delight to every listener. Then, the esteemed passengers of the Free Breeze can enjoy their dessert and wine with the finest musical accompaniment.
Oh, you can't be serious. Where's the fun in just sitting there and listening? I promise you, this lot have had more than enough lazy jazz and swooning piano to last a lifetime. We need to shake things up. Make this voyage the greatest of the century.
And how do you plan to arrange this?
How about some 60s rock? And wouldn't you know it, this visionary former captain has a record player right here with her.
He holds a stack of records high in the air.
All right, people, let me hear you cheer. Music is freedom. It should stir the soul anytime, anywhere.
And she's up to trouble already. Okay.
Stop, Regulus! I'm the musicista here, not you!
But Carola's cheeks flush red. The audience claps, amused by the antics on the stage. A small, flower-adorned girl sits discreetly among them.
These outsiders seem so full of life. They're nothing like what Miss Grace described. Full of hatred and hostility.
That's because Miss Grace is full of shit. Patutu remains alert, her eyes fixed on the stage.
This is my performance. If you really must share your music with us, then perhaps you should go to the captain and apply to be a cruise musician like me.
With all due respect, Miss Barcarola, the point I'm trying to make is that only a DJ knows what the crowd really wants.
Right. Before Barcarola can protest anymore, the cunning little lion presses the play button on the record player. The hell? In a moment, all the lights on the ship have gone out. Regulus had no idea her record player could produce such effects. Don't think it was the record player. Those zaps looked like what Ulrich did previously.
Huh? Did I just shoot lightning bolts from my fingertips?
Of course not.
Barcarola finally manages to wrestle the microphone from Regulus's hand, but a far more pressing issue than the content of the concert now faces them. Amidst the darkness, discontent quickly arises.
Verdammt! Who's stepping on my brand new leather shoes? Will you please watch yourself?
I'm not familiar with the Zombieland saga, so I don't get the reference, unfortunately.
I was just about to say the same thing. Just let go of my jacket, moron!
Could you all keep it down? I'm going deaf here. Oh no, my wine! And the cheese platter!
The clamor of the irritated voices quickly fill the space.
This could turn to total chaos before long. No, I can't let that happen.
It's an anime you are missing big time if you haven't watched it. Maybe I'll check it out at some point. Honestly, I have such an anime backlog that I cannot promise anything on that front.
I must go check on the master switch.
I'm yet to even start the second season of Freener, and that's the priority in my anime watching habits. Barcarola pushes through the crowd as she carves a path to the power room.
Hey! Miss Barcarola!
Please let me through, Signora Elizabeth.
Unfortunately, the guests can tell a musician from a mechanic through the darkness.
Barcarola, where are you going? Let me give you a hand.
Alright. And we have an encounter. With whom? Just random passengers? Why are we kicking their asses? That seems excessive.
Dental checkup.
Okay, I can do that. Let's disintegrate them.
Easy,
Relax.
07, my dudes. Nothing personal.
Fireworks!
Concentrate and visualize.
One gone. And that's the two others. Alright.
Copy that. Easy,
Ah, an interesting one.
This will do it.
Copy that. Thunder Talisman, scientific version. Ha!
And they are gone.
梗係我捉你，唔係你捉我啊 Come on! There aren't as many of them this way.
Unbelievable. It's like you're an escape artist or something.
That's because she basically is.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Sure.
It is a compliment. Thank you so much, Signora Regulus.
A narrow path appears and Barcarola unceremoniously pushes forward with all her might. But it seems the surprises for today are far from coming to an end. A faint light flickers across Barcarola's vision, then quickly falls to the ground.
What was that?
What is this? A piece of rough bark twisted into a shape of lampshade, with a compass-like root burning warmly inside, shines through the darkness.
Tutu, are you okay? I'm fine.
How's the Sea Mother's eye?
So this is some kind of ritual from the islanders, I'm guessing?
Solid as ever, of course. It takes more than a few knocks to damage Nukutai craftsmanship.
I knew getting too close to those oafs would bring trouble.
Oafs? Are you calling me stupid?
I think he is. Before this situation can escalate any further, Barcarola picks up the oddly shaped lamp. She's quickly basked in its glow.
What's this?
What did I say? Of course you have no idea what this is.
Why would she know?
We form palm bark into lampshades about the size of a coconut, then tie fat-soaked compass grass inside.
Okay.
We call it Sea Mother's eye. Every Nukutai knows how to make one.
And what does it do?
They're way better than those noisy, buzzing light bulbs. Wait, why are we even telling her this?
Shh.
Before he can say another word, Fatutu hastily puts Toa aside.
We need to lower their guard.
Huh?
Toa eyes Fatutu suspiciously.
So that we can earn their trust.
What are you even doing?
If we don't understand our enemies, how can we help Miss Grace with her mission and rebuild our home?
Oh.
Besides, we can't just leave them to shout and run around. It'll disturb our people's rest.
Toa finally breathes a sigh of relief.
Trust me, that girl will thank us for this later. And then we can get all the information we need from her.
Then we should make more Sea Mother's eyes and hand them out to the outsiders.
Now you've got it.
Okay, that's a...
By the waves, Tutu. You really are clever. No wonder the elders always listen to you.
That's a weird choice of action in the situation, not sure. Despite the praise, Fatutu turns away, a quiet look of doubt on her face.
Is this really the right thing to do?
I don't think it is, mate. Regardless, the sound of bark scraping grows as her people get to work. One by one, the Sea Mother's eyes light up. They passed through rough and soft hands alike, illuminating brown skin, flax-colored irises, and chestnut hair. As warm lights make their way through the crowd, the clamor subsides.
What peculiar little things. Reminds me of my days on the fishing boat. I always loved spotting the lighthouse on our way back. These look just like it.
No more panicked shouts, no more arguments, only a unique harmony. Okay, so somehow we put people to rest, surprisingly.
The craftsmanship is remarkable. You'd be hard-pressed to find something of this standard in a factory these days.
Well, it is handmade.
They remind me of the things my grandma and I used to make when I was little. She could even carve a whistle out of a parsnip.
They're sharing food and stories, just like we do on bonfire nights.
Fatutu glances at her fellow Nukutai. Relieved memories and longing are etched into their faces.
I'm getting more and more confused by Miss Grace's words.
That's because she was lying. The guests lean on one another, chatting happily under the warm glow of the lamps.
Miss Barcarola?
The timid voice of a child reaches Barcarola's ears.
I want to go home.
The scene before her is a mess. This is certainly no time for a symphony performance. Among the crowd, she sees Regulus shaking her head.
Is this one of the changes I must make to truly embrace music?
A single note drifts from her crackling box, then a harmonious melody of joyful, lively and contrasting sounds.
Wow!
Their joy illuminated by the lamps, the guests start to clap along. She sings like a theremin? The hell is a theremin?
Attention passengers.
That's the first time that I'm seeing this term. Oh, right, I know what this is. I recall this instrument. It's weird, right. I kind of know what you are referring to right now. Gotcha.
The free breeze is power outage due to a fuse blown by a cargo leak in the lower deck. We ask that everyone remain calm.
What was it called in Polish? Ah, right. I know it under a completely different name. That's why I was confused initially. That's Russian, mate, not Polish. In Polish, it's called eterophon. Effectively, you could translate it into English as ether phone, kind of. Kinda, sorta. The breeze is currently experiencing a power outage due to a fuse blown by a cargo leak in the lower deck. Right.
We sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. To make your wait more comfortable, we'll be offering unlimited ice cream shortly.
Yay, ice cream.
Additionally, since we're approaching the habitat of the series, we're expecting an increase in turbulence and noise as we work toward the morph. We appreciate your understanding.
Sounds like bullshit to me. They are not telling everything to the guests. Jesus Christ, we are getting flashbanged. My eyes. The hall brightens again, and the guests bid one another farewell, the lamps still tightly held in their hands. Barcarola exhales deeply as Regulus approaches her, a smug look on her face.
See? What did I tell you? Music works wonders. Anytime, anywhere.
You were right, Signora Regulus.
You owe me one now. So, how about a little reciprocity?
She rubs her fingers together mischievously.
Say, letting me have a rock session on the ship?
Do you promise you won't cause any trouble?
She is the trouble.
Cross my heart.
All right, you can do it. But...
Woohoo!
Permission granted, Regulus doesn't wait to hear her extra condition. She's already dashed off, speaking as she goes.
Don't forget to thank the girl who made the lamp.
As if I need you to remind me. I'll have you know I was just about to head over to her.
And she's gone, I'm guessing. Barcarola gently paces over to the darkened corner that has become the gathering place of the Nukutai.
Tutu was right. The stupid girl's back.
That's rude.
Shh. Huh? I must say, I don't appreciate being called an oaf or stupid. But I would like to thank you for your help back there.
What?
Are you deaf?
On behalf of the whole crew, you have our respect.
Oh, what do we do now?
You live on, I guess.
Tutu never said they'd be so friendly.
The bewildered islanders exchange glances.
Tutu? Where did she go?
Yeah, he's not the brightest bulb. It's blindingly obvious. Heh. Okay, so that's another part done. We are on part 8 now. And I think this is a good point to wrap up. We are effectively 3 hours in, just as planned. So, we'll be picking up from this point on next Monday after the weekend. I'm not entirely sure how the schedule will look next week because I'll be a little hard pressed for time, so probably will be squeezing the streams a little bit, but I'll make sure to stream at least shorter streams if regular ones won't be possible. So there's that. But before we finish, let's do a draw on this new banner. Because why not? Might as well. Let's see if I have any luck left in me. Right. There we go. And that's 5-star, I think? Yep, 2 5-stars. So nothing to write home about after all. And it's just doubles. Unfortunate. I guess we can't win every time. So, future pulls will happen next week, I guess. For now, I don't have enough unilogs. Yep. Neither do I have enough clear drops, but I can farm them through the weekend. On hard mode of campaign, for example.
Рамка может запереть вас внутри, когда вы не
So,
смотрите. Риск становится...
thank you for watching if you did. If you missed anything from the stream, I recommend going to my YouTube channel, which holds all my VODs after every stream. It's linked in the Twitch description. Also, it's available on through the chat command of exclamation YouTube. And the upcoming stream schedule will be posted on my Discord server, which is also linked in the description in both YouTube and Twitch, and you can use the chat command of exclamation Discord to get the link directly. Again, thanks for watching. I'll be taking an hour break and I'll be back with another stream of Evil